Hey guys, today is September 3rd, 2016, and yesterday I brought in most of my cactus and succulents plants in because there was some construction going on the roof, so I was afraid that they might get damaged in the process. But they're done today, so before I bring them out, I just want to do a little video to show some of the things that have been happening in my collection. It's not going to be a full, thorough video because that will probably take too long, and also most of them, or a few of them, are scattered all over the place, so all the ones are here. That's what we'll cover. Alright, so first is well, I already did a video recently on these. These are the mesembs. That purple one looking really nice, and it's very contrasted by this one. So I'm not going to mention anything about these except that one. That's the Argyroderma crateriforme. I think it's sprouting leaves in there. I don't know if I can, my camera can sort of zoom in there. Let me try. It's probably too dark, but I can sort of see new leaves forming in there, so that's really cool. This is my Echinopsis. I think it's a NOID, but the tag on it just says Echinopsis species Dominos. It actually produced 3 blooms, 2 which actually bloomed. The other one just kind of like dried off, and I tried to do a time-lapse video on it, but it happened so fast and it was during night and I missed it both times. So that kind of sucked, but I was really very excited to see that it was in bloom, or at least know that it was in bloom. I think this is my first cactus that I've ever had bloom for me, so that was very exciting. And actually this one is a new one, and it just recently bloomed, and by the looks of things it looks like it was pollinated too, because there's a little fruit forming at the base there right next to this other bud. But this one I got from IKEA is the Matucana polzii, I think. I'll leave the name in the description below for you to look it up. But yeah, it looks like it had yellow flowers, and I was waiting for it to open up, but again I missed it. I think it happened during the night or very early in the morning, and something pollinated it perhaps, and then it just like withered away in the state that you see here. So I keep missing these blooms. Right next to that is a Sedum. Treleasei. It's doing good. Like, you can see all the little roots that are trying to form on the stem right there. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see, but there are, I think some of the leaves there got broken off and it happened to propagate in there. So that's really neat. You can see in there. It's very small, but that's cool. I'll get another new plant. Or it's just the leaves that are like very low on the stem there, and it just happened to sprout. Who knows? Right here is my Lapidaria magaretae. It's looking a little wrinkly since I moved it outside, but don't think it's dead yet. It's just maybe a little dehydrated. Although I kept it outdoors with the all the rain here and stuff. It seems to be okay. Slightly covered, so it doesn't get all the rain. Moving on, we have a Argyroderma delaetii. As you can see, it's not dead yet, which is I'm super thrilled about that. But it's also producing 2 leaves in there, so that's cool. If you remember from my mesem videos, I mentioned this one didn't perk up as the other 2 that I got at the same time, but it looks like it's fine. Over here we have one of the original succulents that I purchased in 2016 that's still alive, and I've lost the tag on it, this one, since I repotted it. I think it's Cheridopsis purpurea. Could totally be wrong about that, but I'm not really sure what to do about this one because it's grown above the media now, and I'm not sure if I need to repot this so that it sits more into the soil, but it's doing well. Next to that is my ginormous, I think this is a Sedum, I'm not sure, and this is one of the other first succulent that I've ever bought. This is in the first batch, and it has gotten so big now. It's taking up quite a bit of the frame, and it actually bloomed in the spring. I think I have some footage of that, and I'll try to insert it through here. But yeah, it's growing pretty massive. It has a bunch of spider web there that I need to clean out. But yeah, some of the remnants of the blooms are right there, as you can see. I should probably cut that off, but this one is so vigorous, and like all the rusty color leaves that it has. It's very, very nice. Moving on, we have a jade plant here, and what's interesting about this, as you can tell, is that it's variegated. I didn't realize it comes in this form, but I'm very glad to stumble upon it. This is a random purchase at the checkout counter at a nursery. I think I was buying fertilizer for my orchids, and I saw this and was like, oh, I didn't think it would be possible, but it's very, very cool. And over here, this is a really cool one. It's a Crassula or Crassula, and the name is mesembryanthemoides. It's a very, very, very long name, but ever since I repotted it into these square planters from IKEA, the growth just like exploded. When I got it, it probably was half this height, and maybe 3 stems or something, but now it's a miniature bush. So that's really cool. Behind it is let's see, what is this? Ferocactus, latispinus, or devil's tongue. It's doing really, really well. It's grown significantly bigger than when I got it. It seems like every time it rains, it bulges up quite a bit. Right now, some of the wedges there is not as plump as I remember it from when it rains here, but it's looking very vibrant. I love the new spine that it has produced because it's very, very red. Moving on, this is a eBay purchase, and I completely forgot the name of it, but I'll put it on the screen for you. But it's really cool because it looks like one of my mesembs, but it's on a stem, so it looks like a bush. It's very, very interesting. Alright, moving on, this is another variegated plant. It's, I don't know the proper name for it, but I think it's called the common name is the Opuntia Joseph's coat. Let me get in closer so you can see the variegation. This is one of the other ones that I exploded in new growth when I repotted it. Imagine this plant being, let's see, probably about that size. There were a few of these about that size, and this happened early in spring when I bought it, and it's now, I don't even know, like 5 times bigger than before. So it's doing really, really well. I'm happy about that. And this one is a recent purchase. This is in a, I got this from IKEA. The name of it is Astrophytum ornatum. And I like these little speckles of, I want to say it's fur or hair or something, but it's really, really interesting. Last on this table is my dragon fruit cactus. It's one of them. This I don't know, you call this a seedling, but it's grown pretty well. And I've just recently repotted it to here. This is one of the 2 that I have. The other one is in a clay pot. It's much larger. And this one, yeah, it's growing pretty big now. I don't know, I'm going to keep this in the square pot because it's probably going to produce lots of growth that maybe would like to hang down a little bit. So I may think about getting a hanging basket, but I don't know yet. I'll decide later, I think. Alright, so we're going to move on to the, ooh, that's a really weird blue cast. Down here, I don't think I've ever had a video on this one, but this is a, I think it's an aloe, some sort of aloe or something. It's a very, very forgotten, neglected plant, but it seems to doing fine. And it's one of the things that I like about succulents and cactus, because eventually we get to water it or something, and they'll keep growing and show no sign of slowing down or anything like that. That's cool. And here is another variegated plant that I think it's so cool because on the tip of there, I don't know what the name of this one is, but the leaves here, they have areas where it's kind of clear. Maybe I guess that sort of helps it photosynthesize or something. It has so many pups in here. Oh, this is not an orchid collection update. But right here is another, actually this one I got for free from from my Orchid Society, from one of the members. I think this is called actually I'm not even going to try. It's some sort of, I'll put the name somewhere if I can find it, but I don't know what the ID is. It didn't came with a tag. But I've seen it several times before in supermarkets and big box garden centers. Just recently repotted it. And over here, it's another NOID. This one I also got at my supermarket that's around here, and I like it because it's so tiny. Here's my hand for reference. Here we have a Mammillaria plumosa. And it has those neatest, I don't know if it's called leaves or anything, but these growth that looks like feathers. But it came with a one of those glue-on flower, fake flower or whatever, and that's why you see a bald spot right here, because I just picked out the glue that was left over from there when I removed the fake flower. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do on this particular plant because it looks so tacky. But I'm glad it's off now, even though I might have caused it a little damage. A little bald spot. But Yep, I'm glad it's off. It's looking really nice. And last but not least is another eBay purchase. Right there, let me move the orchid out of the way. It's not looking much right now, and it's very small, but it's a pinwheel. I think the proper name is a Aeonium Haworthii variegata. As you can probably tell by now, I have a thing for variegated plants. And this one is really, I thought it was really cute because it's so small, and some leaves got burned off because I moved it outside in the process of that transitioning to outside where it gets quite a bit of sun, and so now we just have a lanky stem, but I think it's recovering very, very quickly. Once these rosettes are a little bit filled in, I think it'll look even better. Okay, that's it for now. I think I've rambled a little bit too long, but this is not my complete collection, but this is all the ones I still have left inside. I am going to go now and take these outside, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Before I go, I want to include this particular plant in this video because I'm not 100% sure if it's classified as a succulent, but it seems like it to me. This is my Adenium obesum, I think. I'm not sure what the cultivar is, but it's grown from seed from my mom, and she germinated it, and when I got it and potted up in this pot, it was about the size of my thumb. And that was just last year, and I've gotten so big since just maybe 1 year of growth. And recently, because of the construction, they knocked this plant outside of this pot, so I just went and repotted it, and I unearthed this little codex, which was really surprising because I didn't think it had one up until today when I repotted it. It was buried underneath here. This is the line where the soil is, and I did not expect all this growth there. And so I went on YouTube and looked at some of the repotting videos there, and they all leave the codex exposed or unearth them and then expose them like this. It's grown at a weird angle. Oh, you can see some of the damage that was caused by the knocking over and everything. It's growing at a weird angle, so I've repositioned it so it can grow to the right direction again. So, but yeah, I was just so surprised by that, and it's so massive too, just considering what the size it was last year. But yep, that's really it for now. Bye.